The first tanks ever built in World War I were not as effective as we might have thought. In fact, tanks in general during World War I were not very effective. Colonel Ernest Swinton had the idea of developing tanks. In 1915, it was agreed that they could be made as long as he followed a list of recommendations including these: ability to climb a 5-foot parapet, top speed of 4 miles per hour on flat land, working radius of 20 miles, ability to turn sharply, etc. Of course, during that time, many countries already had fighting vehicles, but they could not fight on trenched terrain, only on flat land. He wanted to resolve this problem. Thanks to the quote on the front of this poster, written by a tank commander, it is clear for us to see that tanks were quite impractical during this time. So why were tanks so dangerous or not as effective as we might have thought? So firstly, tanks were inefficient because of vibrations, which resulted in a lack of accuracy. Also, extreme heat, reduced visibility, and vulnerability to explosion due to all the fuel it carried. These, of course, were only a few of the major problems. Later on, the effectiveness of tanks increased, specifically British tanks. They had thicker armor, improved fuel supply, modified sponsons, the atmosphere inside, and speed was still the same, however. They also had new artillery techniques and were finally able to cross no man's land and barbed wire.